thing on. Hi girls. I just wanted to address a few things first before I get started. Number one, Chloe, yes, of course I would like to partake. I think this is a really good idea. Also, I'm very proud of you that you want to make a difference, in life. I think Mom was always pretty good about making that clear to me that, that's why she had us, so that we could make our marks in the world in a positive light. So that's very cool. I remember being in school and talking about those things, and I still feel that way, but I don't talk about them as much anymore. And even though I'm not following my original path to become a teacher, which I still think is a very useful way to use my time and my life, I'm finding other ways to influence people and help everyone realize the beauty in life, and to take time and to do what you want with your life, no matter what anybody else really thinks of you. And yeah, so that's really cool to hear you say. And Alora, white hair is very difficult to obtain, and don't try and bleach your hair all at once, because you won't get the hair that you want and it still be pretty. So bleach it. You can only bleach it a couple times at once. If you're not happy with the color, give it a break for a few days, like I'm talking a week, and then you can bleach it again, the following week, and then see how it goes from there. My hair, as you can see, actually, my hair is gray right now, which I did on purpose. And I say I did it on purpose because people keep asking me if it's something that I did on purpose. Yes, it is, because when you do your hair with this purple tint that I have, it will fade into a very bright blonde, which almost looks white. And so if you have a really hard time getting blonde, try toning it with a violet toner. And if you have more questions about that, you can always ask me, but be cautious about asking your friends advice for your hair, even if that's what their profession is, because it just depends on more your experience than what you can read in books about hair care. And as you know, I've been dyeing my hair for a very long time and been doing very many different things with my hair. So please ask. Also, I would like to say, Laura, that you emulate this woman. Her name is Rachel Maddow, Maddow. You do her facial expressions, you have her voice. She has very short hair like you, she has that same attitude, that very silly in your face kind of attitude, and she is a brilliant mind. You should watch her. I found her because Phoenix is pretty politically active, and so he has his favorite people that he likes to follow, and she's one of them. She's fabulous. Maddow. She's also very good at explaining, this is for both of you, at explaining social and political situations in a way that I can understand. Someone who, I know a little bit about politics, but it's hard for me to keep up because, I don't know, some of the political jargon people use is intimidating, and it just turns my brain off, and anyways. So you should look her up, Maddow, Rachel Maddow. She's awesome, and you're just like her. After watching both of your videos, I'm really excited. I think this is going to be really cool for us, and I have been reminded how funny my sisters are, and I'm really sad that we don't talk more. I think about you guys all the time, and so it's good for me to hear from your own mouths how you're doing. Yes, Chloe, actually, Mom and Dad did tell me that you changed your major, which is funny that you bring that up because you and I haven't talked about that, which is so weird. I know that you and Alora are really good at keeping in touch with each other, but I'm not home very often, and so it's I feel like a good way for me to be able to talk with both of you. What's going on in my life? Well, I just got a new job. So Barney's closed, unfortunately, so I won't be selling $3,000 handbags anymore. I'll be selling $2,000 leather jackets. My new job is at a place called Traffic, Los Angeles. and they are in the Dallas downtown area. They are remodeling a whole lot of the buildings, like tearing down and building up, to make it more of an actual downtown and not just businessy with like a few bars. They're adding retail, which is kind of exciting because it makes it feel more like a big city. I feel more kind of like a city girl now. I get to walk to work. It's literally takes me 20 minutes to walk to work, which is amazing. And when I do get there, this might sound like a little weird, but there's construction going on in the streets, and there are city sounds and horns and cars, and I really like that stuff. I don't know why. It might get old. I'm sure it'll get old, but for now I'm like, oh, it's very exciting. I get to live in the city as a city girl. Yeah. So the store traffic has really awesome things, and I can't wait for my phone to be working again because, oh yeah, I broke my phone, my new cool awesome phone, so I'm using an old crappy phone. But I can't wait for it to start working again because I really want to take it into work and show you guys a video of what we have in the store and be able to share that with you that way instead of just telling you about it. Oh, have you seen my new tattoo? I just got this done. Hang on, let me see if I can. So Phoenix and I got matching tattoos. I know we're crazy, but it's funny because the old ladies up at Barney's, when I got my tattoo, I was still at Barney's, they're like, oh, you guys better get married, or that would be weird if you have this tattoo forever and you're not together. So it was a fun conversation to have with them because I don't know if I've talked to you guys about this, but marriage is not necessarily on my priority list. Not to say that I wouldn't marry, but it's just not something that is really that big of a deal to me, and so I would not be surprised if I did not get married, ever. Because it's just a piece of paper, and proving to your family that you're serious and the world that you're serious, and I've never really felt the need to prove anything to anybody. So anyways, it was just fun hearing them talk about it, and I would like to tell you girls why I got it, and it's because he has been such a life changer in my life. It's not necessarily like, even though I do have a feeling of love attached to my tattoo, it's not the only reason that I got it. Mostly the reason I got it is because, like I said, he's had such a huge influence on my life, and even if, God forbid, if we were to break up one day, or if we were not together for any reason, I don't think it'd be something that I would regret, because I didn't get it for him, I got it for me as a symbol of how much I've changed and how much I've grown. And he's just my little song lovebird, and he whispers in my ear. Phoenix has one that's exactly the same as mine, and it's just a little bit bigger than mine, but the same design, the same artist did it for us the same day, and yeah, we are very happy together. On another note, and I'm actually hoping to be able to work with him soon exclusively instead of be working my retail job, even though I'm okay with having a job, obviously, and I like working and I like being a part of something that's my own. He and I have been talking a lot about starting a business together and having that be my way and contribution to, making art in my life, which is something I've always wanted to do, but it's odd that I'm not artistically inclined in the literal sense. And what I mean by that is that I can't create something from scratch on my own. My brain just won't let me do it. It's too full of possibilities, and so when I sit down to do a project that hasn't been started, I get intimidated, and I think to myself, well, there are too many possibilities, and I'll just do it later, and I'll procrastinate, or I'll say make an excuse for not doing it, or however, I do have an ability to take something that's in front of me and make it whole, make it better, make it prettier, or make it, what I see in my own eyes, like helping others to see that too. Which is originally why I modeled for a couple of years, is because I felt like that was a very easy way for me to contribute art, but I was already starting with something. I was already starting with my own body, and you can add and take away things, and you can do your hair differently, and you can do your makeup differently, but it's not a blank canvas, and I always had a direction, and I really enjoyed it, and I still really enjoy it. Anyway, so starting with that, I kind of just morphed into more of an interest in photography, which I think all three of us are somewhat inclined towards, I think. Probably because of Dad, and since that's always been something that I've looked up to in him. But yeah, I'm making this really long video now. So all I really wanted to say is that, I feel like that's the next direction in my life, is that I would like to continue to be involved in photography, and even if I'm not modeling, styling shoots and coming up with concepts and working with Phoenix on that stuff. We on the more official side of it, have been talking about me basically being in charge of his business and keeping everything organized and helping him manage his time better, and talking with clients and taking a lot of the burden off of him in that sense, so he has time to create the art, and actually finish what he needs to finish. And I just think, after knowing him for so long, and really, us being on the same page as far as art is concerned and where we want to go with our lives, together and, on our own. I mean, our own paths they just merge together naturally, which is a really fabulous thing. I should make a whole video just about the dumb boys I've dated. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Maybe I'll do that next time. Because it really helps you to appreciate, the people that you go through before you find people that matter. That's a funny thing to say, but those people, they teach you so much, and they, including being able to appreciate what you have. And I've never been one to say, that I have regrets. And even though there might be a few things that I would have done differently if I'd have done them over, I don't regret anything that I've been through, because I feel very strongly that what I've done and what I've lived through have made me exactly who I am. And I'm pretty happy with who I am. And I hope you girls are too, because you're both fabulous. And yeah, anyways. So my video is probably like 15 fucking minutes long. Oh, Alora, yes, cursing is allowed because I do it in my everyday life. And so I'd be really disappointed if we weren't allowed to curse on our videos where we're supposed to be ourselves. On that note, I'll let you girls go. It's 11:48 p.m. right now, and I'm very tired. I'm still in my work clothes. I'm gonna go change and have a glass of wine and probably go to sleep. Okay? I love you girls.